Okay, so we just completed the Brotherhood Betrayed. I think my next thing, so this means that I basically finished Anvil, Breville, and Bruma in terms of the city quests. So I'm thinking I'm going to continue with the trend, and I'm going to go ahead and do the next town, which is Cheydinhal. So first up, let's go ahead and travel to Cheydinhal. Meanwhile, I'm going to look up what quests are there. So in terms of like the general side quests, we have A Brush with Death, buying a house in Cheydinhal, which every town pretty much has that.
A coin.
We have Corruption and Conscience, the Wayward Knight, and the Sword of the Crusader, which obviously that's part of Knights of the Nine, so I'm not sure why that's part of the journal quests here. But I do believe that I have some of these other ones, so I think I have A Brush with Death. I'm not sure. Active, I do not. Okay. Do I have Corruption and Conscience? I do have that one. So I guess maybe I can go ahead and start with that one. So let me pull it up here. So let me look at the quest log, the journal entry here in the quest log. So let's see. So we got Corruption and Conscience. I was told by one of the townspeople in Cheydinhal that the guards have been imposing heavy and unfair fines lately. This seemed to begin ever since the new captain of the guard, Ulrich Leland, took office. I was referred to Llevana Nedaren, who lives in the south end of town, as she is the most vocal about her dislike of the new commander. Alright, so let's activate that. And I have the thing in front of me. Interestingly enough, this is kind of like an old... Wait, let me just reload this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so according to the quest here, there are 7 steps in total. So let's go ahead and let's go to Llevana. So looks like she's outside somewhere. When they're green, when it's a green arrow, that means like they're like not inside of a house or anything like that. So she's just over here staring at the wall. Okay, sounds good.
Hello.
You good, bro? You just over here staring at the wall? Yeah.
You seem far too nice to be one of Ulrich's men. What can I do for you?
Tell me about these fines.
Oh, please, don't even get me started. That madman won't be satisfied until everyone in town is dead broke. Or in jail. What in Oblivion is Ulrich doing with all that money anyway? I'm sure he's lining his pockets with the gold of the good citizens of Cheydinhal. Take my good friend Aldos Othran, for example. In the last month, he's been fined 6 times. 6! All for being drunk and disorderly. Have you ever gone past a guard barracks? When are they not drunk and disorderly? What kind of a stupid fine is that? Well, Aldos couldn't pay the last 2 fines, so they seized his home and threw him into the street until he could pay it. Bastards.
Wow, damn. Just for two missing fines, or unpaid fines, they took his whole house? What about the Count?
The Count? He could care less about our plight. As long as the roast suckling pig is delivered to his feast table, he's as happy as can be.
Is there anyone who cares?
Well, there's one man who seems to care. Garrus Darelliun, the second in command of the guard. I hear he isn't happy with Ulrich. I don't know what you can do for us in this situation. I mean, Ulrich is the captain, after all. Perhaps you could speak to Garrus. You can find him roaming the county hall of the castle most of the time.
Alright, I'm going to do that. Tell me about Aldos Othran.
Poor fellow. You may be able to find him roaming the streets of Cheydinhal, probably drunk. Only a month ago, he lost his wife. They were traveling the road from the Imperial City when a bandit raiding party struck. He barely escaped alive. Ever since then, he's been drunk. Sure, he gets rowdy sometimes, but he's never hurt anyone.
So this poor dude lost his wife to bandits, to a bandit attack, and then became a drunkard, and because of that, he lost his house, man. Like, it can't get any worse than that. That is like that is like the bottom of the pit. Damn, son. Alright, tell me about Ulrich Leland.
I don't know where the Count found him, but I sure wish he'd send him back. He's a menace to this town.
Alright.
I don't know where the Count found him. Garrus may be our only hope.
So, let's go talk to... What was it, Garrus, she said? Alright, so Llevana and Darelliun told me about the plight of a good friend of hers, Aldos Othran. She explained how he was evicted from his home for non-payment of fines and expressed her hatred of Ulrich. She mentioned that Ulrich's second-in-command, Garrus Darelliun, seemed sympathetic to the people's plight. I should speak to Garrus next about this matter. Okay.
My pleasure, really.
Let's go and talk to Garrus. This is so nice. Love it. Alright, so he's right in here somewhere.
Hello.
Ancus Ephraim. Oh, there he is.
What do you want?
Okay. Damn, rude. Ulrich Leland.
It appears you've spoken to Llevana. I know she sounds a bit like a raving madwoman, but she isn't far from the truth. Ulrich is definitely up to something. Every day we take in exorbitant fines from the people. Where most of that money goes, I have a good idea. Ulrich keeps his quarters locked, but I've glimpsed inside. The things he has in there could never be purchased on a captain's salary. At first, I thought maybe he was from wealthy stock, but many of the goods have been delivered recently. I'd love to bring him to task in front of Count Indarys, but I dare not without a solid witness that will speak against him.
Wow, this is nuts. So he's like part of like some kind of scheme. What about Llevana?
Honestly, she's never done anything to be fined or get in trouble. Yet. The person I'd love to bring in as a witness is Aldos Othran. That is, if we could sober him up for 5 minutes. I haven't approached him myself, as Ulrich has eyes everywhere. However, he doesn't know you well enough yet to suspect anything. If you want to help, you need to get Aldos to agree to become a witness. Nothing else can be done.
It's interesting how he's like, I don't want to get involved because Ulrich has eyes everywhere, but yet he's talking to me inside of the castle, like literally in the middle of the courtroom. Like what? Like the throne room, I should say. Alright, tell me more about Ulrich.
Beware of Ulrich. I wouldn't confront him at this time, as he'll surely have you thrown in jail. If you raise a hand against him and strike him down, you'll be accused of murder. Even if Ulrich doesn't do things by the letter of the law, I do.
I mean, don't worry about that. Wasn't planning on doing that. Alright, what about Aldos?
Aldos is living on the street now that his house has been seized. I begged Ulrich to give him more time, but he wouldn't. He won't be hard to find. Just follow the smell of stale mead.
Cool.
You must locate Aldos.
Ooh.
He's a danger to himself and others in his condition.
It's a nice throne room. Very green. Count Andel Indarys.
I am Andel Indarys, Count Cheydinhal. There is no more generous or just ruler in Cyrodiil, if I say so myself.
Of course you say so yourself. Tell me about Cheydinhal.
Just look around. Is not Cheydinhal the model of civic rule? No, don't bow. I am just a humble servant of the people.
I have to say, Cheydinhal is definitely like the coolest looking city in terms of architecture. Honestly, all the towns in these games are really like unique. They all have like their own like artistic and architectural style, which is pretty cool. They all look very different, and they all look very nice in their own way. Like, Anvil's really nice because it's like a port town. It's like by the water and stuff, by the bay. Cheydinhal, I mean, there's a couple of towns that are like, I guess there's one, I guess Bruma was the only one, is pretty much the only one that's like snowy, right? I think. Yeah, but they all have like this very unique look to them. They all have something interesting about them. Alright, rumors.
It's curious. Skingrad's people scarcely ever set eyes on the Count, but he's apparently loved and respected by all his subjects.
Okay.
It's curious. Skingrad's people...
Then buy a house in town?
Yes! In fact, I do have a home for sale. It's a fairly typical Cheydinhal home. It's in decent shape, although largely unfurnished.
Let's see. Only 50,000 gold? I'll take it.
My steward will draw up the papers for me to sign. Here is the key to your new home. You can find it in the southwest corner of the city. Oh, I almost forgot. Borba Grauzgash at Borba's Goods and Stores will have everything you need to make the place more livable. Sorry, but as it stands now, the place is fairly bare. Enjoy!
Okay.
Goodbye.
I feel Ulrich's eyes upon me as we speak, so be brief.
Yo. Okay, bye. That was quick.
Greetings, Imperial brother.
Imperial brother.
Well met.
I guess I am, yeah. Okay. So let's find this dude who got kicked out of his house and lost his wife. Like, look at this. Like, this is so royal. It's like royal purple. Very, very nice. The flowers, beautiful. It's quite nice.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Oh, this dude. Oh, yeah.
Take care.
Part
It's
of
you.
the-
Hi.
What do you call it? Fighters Guild. Oh, so he lives over here in his little hideaway shack. He has a nice fire going. I'm surprised. It's literally in the middle of the grass. How does this not, like, start a blaze, bro? Alright, Aldos. Wake up, buddy boy.
Who are you?
Finds?
Ever since Ulrich Leyland took over the captain of the guard post, the city's gone downhill. It's getting almost scary to walk the streets. The guards have imposed new ridiculously heavy fines for every infraction under the sun. They almost seem to make up laws just for charging fines. If you can't pay the fine, they can take your property away or toss you in the castle dungeons. Nothing we can do about it, really. If you're interested, go talk to Llevana Nedaren. She seems the most outspoken against Ulrich and his new fines.
Surprised you're not. You literally got kicked out of your own house. What the hell? Alright, tell me about Ulrich Leland since we're on the topic.
Ha! That stupid swit. Throw
Yeah.
me out of my home, will he? I'll show him a thing or two about messing with an Othran. All I did was fall down, sure. Maybe even vomited on the floor of the tavern. Charge me 6 times, Ulrich. Charge me, you fetcher. But I'm not standing for this anymore. You come with me and I'll show you what the Othrans can do on the backside of the wall.
Okay, what are you about to do, bro? That sounds like you're about to die. Is that him?
Yes, master. You need me?
Where you going, bro?
Get out of my way and keep following. I'll show you a thing or two.
Alright, greaser. It's funny how he sounds kind of different than when he was telling me about the fines in the beginning.
This is my house. Get out of the way. Move, I say.
Sir, this property has been seized by his lordship, the Count of Cheydinhal. Leave immediately.
I said move. Or by my ancestors, I'll put you on the ground with a split lip.
Sir, I must warn you that threatening a city guardsman is an offense punishable by a fine of no less than 50 gold. Pay, or be jailed.
You swit. How dare you? Ulrich be damned. He can take his spine and stuff it up his backside.
You've been warned. You're now under arrest. Please, come with me.
Greetings,
I'll go
Imperial.
nowhere with you, Fetcher. Nowhere.
Okay.
This is the part where
Okay.
you fall down and bleed to death.
Okay. Goodbye. Aldos Othran has been slain by a Cheydinhal guard. He had led me to his old house, where he exchanged heated words with the guards. During the argument, Aldos pulled a knife, and the guard put him down. I should tell Llevana the sad news. What's up, bro?
Move along, citizen. There's nothing to be done here.
You just killed that man.
You saw what happened. I had no choice. Aldos attacked first, and I had to defend myself. If you don't like it, take it up with Ulrich.
Maybe
Move
I
along,
will,
please.
huh? I guess 43 gold. Look at that. Thanks, bro.